Big heavyweight matchup this weekend. Sergey Pavlovich versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Easy prediction. Russia versus Dominican Republic. I know black. I Dominican. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Panamanian. I know black. I know that, but you're black. You be having the same hair as me. No, no, no. It's not the same. It's not the same, papi. It's not the same. I get that, but your nationality is one thing, your race is another. You're a Dominican, but you're also black. No, 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 papi. I know black. Blanco, negro, nunca, nunca. Soy dominicano de Santo Domingo, coño. Blanco como leche, como un fantasma, como la mierda de los pájaros. Okay, whatever you say, Waldo. Whatever you say, Waldo. I'm not going to argue this with you, but you're black. No, no. Okay, we're going to stop. Okay. Pavlovich versus Cortez Acosta. Let's take a look. All right, so Pavlovich, I think this is going to be an easy y'all must have forgot performance. Pavlovich, he's had some rough fights ever since the Aspinall knockout. He was very gun-shy against Volkov. Now, to be fair, Volkov is a very hard guy to beat for any heavyweight, unless you're Tom Aspinall himself. They have the same reach in their arms. Pavlovich is built like an orangutan. He's got 84-inch arm reach, similar to Volkov, but Volkov is 6'8". He's got those long legs, those big kicks. He just got picked apart. And the Rosenstrike fight was so bad that they just cut Rosenstrike from the UFC altogether. And Pavlovich coasts on a win. But Waldo, the thing with Waldo is that it's a miracle he's made it this far. He represents the epitome, the shit bag of the heavyweight division. Everything that's wrong with the heavyweight division, he is him. He is the manifestation of that. How he's made it this far, I don't fucking know. He beats Lucas Brzeski. He goes to decision against Arlovsky. I remember he lost one of those rounds, I think. And that was a fight that everybody hated him afterwards because he was very showboaty and bragging against an old Arlovsky who didn't deserve that. He was like 42, 43. Then he fraud checks Rebelis de Spain, who's that big 6'7" Cuban, who I'm sure if you ask him, he's probably not black himself either, if you ask him that. Because he can't defend a takedown worth of shit. So horrible matchmaking there, but what can you do? Knocks out Ryan Spann. That was a good knockout. Knocks out Ryan Spann, but light heavyweight coming up. And then he somehow beats Sergey Spivak. He beats Sergey Spivak mostly because Sergey Spivak is just another fat, plotty shitbag that couldn't take him down. All you had to do is take this guy down. Sergey Spivak is a grappler. He couldn't do it. He loses because of it. Waldo spams the overhand rights right into Spivak's guard. Nothing happens. They give him the decision. But now you're fighting a real Sergey. You're not going to keep getting away with it, Waldo. You're not. You're fighting a real Sergey Pavlovich here. And look, remember, he was known as the White Francis Ngannou. He was known as that guy. Deadly. 6 fights in a row, all by knockout in the first round. Do you remember that? That aura has been gone. It's been dissipated forever. But I think he is going to knock out Waldo. Pavlovich, he's got these weird lead uppercuts that he does. He used them against Curtis Blades. He used them against Maurice Green, against Shamil Abdurrahimov. And that's going to be perfect for a guy like Waldo who likes to hide behind his high guard. Also, the reach. 84-inch reach versus like a 78-inch reach. Pavlovich is going to have all the advantages. He's got everything to lose. If Waldo loses this fight, it's not going to be over for him. They're just going to give him another shit fight in the Apex against some other plotty heavyweight. They should have kept Martin Budayan. They could have done that fight afterwards, but the UFC just hates the heavyweight division, so we're not going to see that. If Waldo comes out, what is he going to do? How can Waldo win this fight against Pavlovich? Because remember, Pavlovich, he's got a background in combat sambo. I don't think he can use the grappling game like he did against Rebelis de Spain. It's not going to work. And it says he's 6'4". He's not. He's not 6'4". Go look at the face-off between him and Spivak. He's 6'2". maybe 6'1". I think he's 6'2", though. Pavlovich is 6'4". Pavlovich is listed as 6'3", but he's 6'4" because they were like identical height in the face-offs with Aspinall. So yeah, I mean, Pavlovich is like a what, minus 200 favorite or something? Yeah, minus 235 favorite. He should be higher. He should be like a minus 600, minus 800 favorite. There's a guy on here that's like minus 1500 or something. This guy, Yija, however you say his name, minus 1500 favorite against Weston Wilson. I'll be honest, I don't know much about Weston Wilson. I don't watch his fights, but minus 1500 favorite, that's crazy. Pavlovich should be minus 800. And this isn't going to be a video that's going to age like milk. This isn't going to age like cheese. This is going to age like fine wine. You can come back to this video after the fight's done when Waldo finally turns white. He's going to be turning white this Saturday because his corpse is going to be in the middle of the octagon and he's going to lose all of his blood as he's just bleeding profusely out of his face after Pavlovich landing elbows on him, beating the shit out of him. That's what's going to happen. And it's sad because, like, once Pavlovich wins this fight, what's next for him? He's already lost to Aspinall. He's not going to get another title shot. He's lost to Aspinall. He's lost to Volkov. If Almeida loses to Volkov, then that's the fight they're going to do. And Almeida's a deadly matchup for Pavlovich. Even with the Sambo. We saw what Alistair Overeem did to him in his UFC debut. Took him down and beat the shit out of him. I can see that happening if he faces up against Jailton Almeida. There's not a clear path for him. Waldo, though, if he loses, do a main event fight with Derek Lewis. Just do it. Derek Lewis has fought everybody now. Like, everybody in the heavyweight division, he has fought except for Waldo. He's like the only ranked guy that he hasn't faced yet. Riz Vankuniev doesn't count. He's like 15. Riz Vankunian shouldn't even be ranked. I think that's the fight after Waldo versus Lewis in a main event for a UFC fight night. And yeah, start paying. Here's the thing what the UFC needs to do. They need to start paying their heavyweight fighters more. Heavyweight division should be everyone's favorite division. Just like it's in boxing. In boxing, it is the golden division for a reason. For MMA, it should also be the golden division. The scariest, biggest, most powerful human beings on the planet, locked in the octagon. We want to see who the most powerful motherfucker is. But we're not really getting that. We're getting Aspinall, and we had the Francis Ngannou's and Cyril Gans and Volkovs of the world. But the division should be filled with them. There shouldn't be Alexander Romanovs and Rodrigo Nascimentos and Martin Boudets. I know Martin Boudet, they shouldn't have cut him because he was 7-1, but I'm just saying there shouldn't be those guys in an ideal world. If you start paying people a lot more, start paying the flyweights less, start paying the bantamweights less, I'm sorry, but it's true. Start paying them a little less, start paying the bigger divisions more. And now you got the Paramount deal, so there's no excuse. Pay them. Pay them. They're paying flyweights and heavyweights like very similarly. I think they do pay heavyweights a little more, but it's like not by a lot. Not by a lot. You're more likely to get injured as a heavyweight. More likely to tear something, a muscle, to rip a ligament, to ruin your cartilage because there's more mass. The injuries are more severe. Pay them more. We want to see more big Adonis, Giga Chad heavyweights in the division. And yeah, but Pavlovich is going to get this done. You can come back to this video after it's over. Say, Forge, you were right. You were right. It was so easy for you to predict this fight. He's going to get him with the lead uppercut. He's going to beat the shit out of him. Waldo's not going to land his shots. He only has the overhand right. He's not going to out-jab him. Not with the massive orangutan arms that Pavlovich has. I don't think he can go for the takedowns because Pavlovich, he defended the Curtis Blades takedowns. You need a pressure wrestler like Jailton Almeida that threatened takedowns against Pavlovich. It's going to be an easy win. We're going to make another video closer to the fight night on Saturday, it's going to be happening at a weird time. It's going to start like at 3 a.m. Eastern time. So I will be streaming it. I'm going to set my alarm clock for like 5:30, but I'm not going to be streaming it at the start. There's no way I'm going to pull an all-nighter and watch this at 3 a.m. I can wake up at like 5:40, 5:50, and then hopefully I can make it for Pavlovich, and then we'll watch Ortega and Sterling, and then the main event, of course. But yeah, that's all I've got for you. Peace out. Subscribe.